heard, the CCP task force is a very important part of the successes that we're having with the high violent offender court. So to give you an idea of what the clientele is that we're serving in that court, the court wasn't started until January of this year, so it hasn't been in existence for a very long period of time, but we've been able to serve 40 clients since that time. The average age has been 39, and 90% of them have been male. Almost 60% of these clients do not have any high school diplomas, and 73% of them are unemployed. So these are similar to many of the makeups of the clients that you're serving as well. 90% of the clients in the high violent offender court have substance abuse issues, 43% have mental health issues, and of those, 97.5% have been referred to a treatment program. Now, our recidivism information is pretty preliminary, and we're cautiously optimistic about the results that we're seeing so far. But for these high-risk violent offenders, we have only had 2 that have actually been revoked back to the county jail. We have had 8 that have committed new arrests, which is about 20%, and we've only had 1 conviction. This is a breakdown of the different arrest information, and there were 2 batteries of those 8. It was two clients were arrested for battery on a spouse, and the 1 conviction was actually for reckless driving. So right now we're pretty encouraged about these results because, again, if you remember, these are all offenders who are at high risk for committing a violent offense. So in closing, I just really want to acknowledge our county team. We have 43 people from San Joaquin County in attendance here at today's realignment conference. So I think that shows everyone here the commitment and the dedication that we all have towards making realignment work and doing our best to protect the public and reduce recidivism. We really are a model for true collaboration, and we all make a really concerted effort to do the right thing and to look at the big picture. And we're all working together towards improving public safety. So with that, I'll turn it over to some closing remarks to Judge Johnson.
All right, you heard the task force being described, and they are invaluable. Anytime a single person misses a court appearance for me, I immediately have the probation officer call them and get in touch with them. Typically, they're brought in, they're not arrested. Typically, they're brought in to either the case manager or to probation or whatever, and sometimes they do what they do. They talk them down, they find out what's going on, they report back. And they've been such an incredible tool for the court. We haven't had anybody really spin out of control such that they go do a violent crime again or do awful things. It's a struggle, it's an up and down, it's a fluid situation, but between the wonderful programs that we have going and probation being a strong unit and task force being strong, I think we're making some progress with these people, and only time will tell whether it's something that's going to maintain or whether it's just fleeting at this point. But to me, it's very encouraging, the results we're getting now.
Cities are a very, very important part of the equation here, and I hope somewhere down the road, as we learn more and as we move forward, that cities and city police departments and police chiefs are included a little bit more, and that we work in partnership together. And those relationships, once again, it's key.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much to the panel from San Joaquin. It did occur to me that I hope that the folks who watch this on YouTube from the general public know what the panelists are talking about when they say that they're flashing people. We may need to put a definition of flash incarceration on the website just to make sure.